So it's lightning talks, and the concept of lightning talks is that we have 5-minute intervals of a talk that you can improvise, and you can take the screen and plug it in, show your slides. And what we thought of doing today was that we're going to take ChatGPT live. We're going to give it, we have 10 talks, 10 numbers of talks, but we can only do 5, maybe 5. Thinking of it again, we're going to give ChatGPT 10 numbers, randomize it. Instead of using NumPy, we're going to use ChatGPT and say, OK, pick 5 numbers, and please give it to us so the people present. So if the presenters that they put their names on the list, this list can be on the first or the side row, so they can come up the screen. Greatly appreciated.
Yeah, and also one more thing is that we will not do any slides, right? So you
no slides
here.
this year.
Oh, we can. Never mind. I heard we can do slides.
Yeah, we'll check, yeah.
Please be mindful of the time that you're here, because you only have 5 minutes.
Yeah. Can I take over the screen, and then thanks? So, 9. All right. I'm going to give you 10 numbers. I want you to randomly select.
Exclude number 9 from selection. Number 9 is not.
OK, let's go. 10 numbers.
That's cool.
Be cautious. OK. I want to randomly select 5 of them, no?
OK, let's
I'm going on. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hey.
2025. Let's go. OK. Maybe I'll do the lightning talks. Got it. Got it 2 times, excluding 9. True, so true. Yeah, just pick a number.
Let's just do random oracle.
Oh, we have something.
2.
4 prompts, 2. Who's number 2?
A Story of Cats and Nuclear War, Ines.
Let's go.
Yeah, oh my God.
5 minutes starting now.
OK, so this is my cat, Stanislav Petrov. We rescued him from Chernihiv, Ukraine, where he was orphaned as a little kitten. He's about 2, very smart, very food motivated. He loves playing fetch. Kind of have to keep an eye on the time, but I want to just keep it on for a bit so you can really take in the cat and appreciate him. Instead of meow, he makes like this air sound, which is like closest to the German A umlaut. And like you can just look at him and like his little black nose. And yeah, he was named after Stanislav Yevgrafovich Petrov. And he was an engineer and lieutenant colonel of the Soviet Air Defense Forces in 1983. Cold War in full swing. Stanislav Petrov, the engineer, not the cat, was on duty when the missile warning system reported the launch of a missile from the United States, and protocol dictated reporting it up the chain of command, and that likely would have resulted in a full-on nuclear strike against the US in retaliation. But Stanislav Petrov, the engineer, suspected a false alarm since it was only a small number of missiles And that was really illogical for an actual real attack. So he waited for more evidence, and indeed, it turned out to be a malfunction and a false alarm. So it's fair to say that Stanislav Petrov, the engineer, really single-handedly prevented a full-scale nuclear war. So yeah, what's the moral of the story? There kind of isn't one. I really just wanted an excuse to show you photos of this cat. Yeah, in all seriousness, don't forget to reason about things. Don't just blindly follow a playbook. If something doesn't make sense, question it, consider the evidence, and be more like Stanislav Petrov, the human, and maybe also the cat. And how many minutes do I have left? How long can we?
You have 2 minutes left.
Oh, cool. So we can basically just like leave the cat photos on for 2 more minutes. Oh, cool.
Let's appreciate the cat.
Yeah, like look at him.
Take
this is
in
a
all his
T-shirt
glory.
I have of him. I mean, I have the design. Like if there's, yeah, if there's interest, definitely. And like that's him on my hand, and that's him again, and that's him also, and that's me with him. Okay, I'll give you back.
Cool.
Next number? I mean, for the sake of time, that as well.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for enlightening with the beautiful cat.
I think next up is number 5.
Yes. Next talk is number 5. What is number 5?
Yeah, already
How
ready.
to make amazing tech presentations using Sphinx and Friends by Arthur.
Well, definitely. Let me connect.
Great. So thanks. Create awesome interactive presentations using restructured text and Sphinx. Making of a technical presentation could be hard, tiresome, and frustrating. This is Cleopatra and her cat Sphinx trying to make a technical presentation. There are obvious challenges: consistent styling, never-ending resizing of images, code formatting between Python and JavaScript, app tab switching, and broken code snippets. Nothing is worse than that. And they can be just terrified like that. But no worry, there are good alternatives. Like you can use restructured text. It's a best markup language, my favorite, and Sphinx for the markup. You can use Sphinx Review.js for rendering. Like if you don't know, Review.js is an awesome library for presentations, but it's hard to write things in JavaScript. But Sphinx Review.js solves that. You will have interactive pages, and you use Sphinx Design for visual perfection, and your snippets will be testable. You're suspicious, and I'll show you. This is the demo. So basic text, nothing fancy, but it looks cool. Images, no problem with resizing. There are videos. This is just embed video. You can play it. Trust me, I'm not going to do it. Grids, also fine. The code. So your code can be also just clearly visible, and you can expand it if you like for convenience. You know, reduce the load. The embedded website, NumFOCUS, thanks for them for organizing this. Embedded Marimo notebook. I mean, this is Marimo notebook, no problem with it. You can just have no tab switching, you know? The same goes for Jupyter Notebook. And this is the embedded file browser. And for convenience, let me show you actually the code of this presentation. This is the entire code of this presentation. So this is it, just restructure text with some, you know, yeah, this is basically how it looks. This is your presentation, what I'm showing you to you. And the embedded terminal, so remember I told you about testable snippets. I'm just going to write test on my snippets, and 2 fail. Let me fix it. This is terminal in my browser. Snippets, pydantic. So as I see, there's this model, and I'm going to fix that. It was a typo. And there was also something with my test. Yeah, I think it's 2025. Let me fix this. Damn it. Yeah, like this. I'm going to write a test, and they will pass. You see, so all your code examples, they passed. What is this? I don't know. Oh yeah, that was the end of the things. You like it? And the tool set.
Round of applause.
So the tool set is restructured text. Sphinx, if you don't know about it, Sphinx Review.js, it's the library that renders from restructured text to this awesome thing. Sphinx Design, it helps you with visualization. So the WETI is the library to use your terminal into the browser. File browser is what you saw. JSphinx is the expandable code snippets, and PyTest callback is something that you use for like restructured text to testing your snippets. And that's me, and thank you.
Give it up. Big round of applause. Thanks. That was fast.
Next up, we have declarative days. Dax, I'm so sorry. I saw a Y.
So hello everyone, my name is Hessam. I'm coming from Luxembourg. We work at NumFOCUS. And we did something, we just want to know if it's somehow exciting for everyone. So we were considering the fact to go open source. And we wanted to see if there is interest, or is it something that solves problematic of other people. I might be stating the obvious, but I want to go first through the difference of imperative programming and declarative programming. I don't know, there's probably some people around us who remember the Ansible days. Imperative is like Ansible. So you tell the machine how you want it to take different instructions in order to get to your desired state. Like install this, put this file there, and stuff like that. But declarative is like Kubernetes. It's a manifest file in which you define your desired state, and the system automatically shifts towards that. So the idea with declarative DAGs is that let's have this idea and implement it for defining data pipelines. So even rather non-technical people could do data pipelines with the help of LLMs somehow, right? So I'm going to just show an example. This is a simple pipeline that takes some CSV files from an S3 bucket and then transforms it to gzip, and then puts it to another S3 bucket somewhere else. So if you can see, it's pretty much human readable. And then you can do all sorts of stuff that you normally do in any DAG, right? And then here, you would get automatically the DAG in Airflow, basically when you put that YAML file. So I have basically, our manager is making some data pipelines even. Yeah, that's crazy. And then, and also you get this cool feature from Airflow here that you can use it as a documentation. So basically, you have the whole definition of your DAG inside Airflow, which is nice. And that's it. If you find this interesting, please connect with me on LinkedIn, and then we can maybe have some interesting talks. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm just going to use the last minute
In the meantime, next up.
commenting that we saw that multiple talks today about this declaration and level of abstractions. It's all the guys, Vinted did it. And I noticed that many you guys using the wrappers, decorators and still your stakeholders need to code something. And I guess it's related to the Spark sessions, etc. But what we propose, and I think it's for more smaller companies or middle-sized companies, which don't need so much complexity, and they want to provide the YAML structures to your managers so they can create the pipelines with not connected to the big data. So it's usually the small amount of data. I'm talking about terabytes maximum, maybe. That's why we think that we go open source soon, and we wanted to suggest you. So contact us if you need anything. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Congrats. So now next up, we have self-hosting by Diego and Jeroen. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Hey guys.
Hi guys.
My name is Jeroen.
And I'm Diego. And we don't have fancy slides to present or anything really serious, but we have some questions to ask you guys. Do you love open source?
Yeah, guys.
Do you love privacy?
Yeah.
Then I want to present you guys self-hosting. Explain us what it is.
Self-hosting, for you guys who don't know what it is, a brief introduction. If you have like your own old hardware that is catching dust or a Raspberry Pi, you can run it and run services on it for yourself or for others. For example, for streaming, for listening to music, So it's really providing the service that like big companies like Google for storage or Spotify for music, these big companies provide these services, but you can provide them for yourself by yourself.
So currently, for example, let's say you use Google Drive. After 15 gigabytes, you need to pay a subscription for it to use. What if you self-host it and you have like the amount of storage you can have for yourself, like your whole hard drive?
And not even mentioning that you're giving all your data to Google, right?
Yeah. So everything private, everything local.
So what do we do?
Self-hosted, of course.
With what?
It can be with small hardware. It can even be with a mini PC. So what you may think, what are the pros and cons of this? So the pros is, of course, privacy. You're supporting open source projects because you can experiment on your own server. It's also a learning process. I personally became a software developer by experimenting with open source projects on my own server.
Diego, can you share me one of the biggest things that happened to you because you did self-hosting? What did you achieve?
I built an app to buy a house.
And you found one?
Yes.
So how did you do it?
So I self-hosted the scraper to go through Funda and other websites, and with filters to basically get recommendations that actually fit my criteria for a house.
So you're automating your whole life with self-hosting. What else are you hosting?
Of course.
Give a list. What do you do?
I self-host my Netflix stuff. I have an alternative for Netflix. I self-host Spotify. I self-host.
So what is the self-host equivalent? We have Jellyfin, Plex.
For example, for Google Photos, you can use Image. It's a really famous open source project. Look it up. Other alternatives.
Maybe you guys from the crowd. Do you know an open source project that you're self-hosting? Help us. What?
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
No, sorry.
Anyway, so the main takeaway, it doesn't matter. There is so much open source self-hosting.
Yeah.
The main takeaway is that we want to encourage open source software by using self-hosting software.
Yes. Support the community.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Finally, we have assembly of experts. DeepSeek. R1T.
Yes.
R1T.
Oh, wow.
Or I mispronounced something else.
All right, had to switch laptops shortly, but let's go. I'm going to tell you about assembly of experts. It's a strategy how to merge models,
We need to end up.
and it resulted in the DeepSeek R1 Chimera and its successors. So talking about the merging, then how we did it, and about the usage by the community. Merging big-scale LLMs. So let's say this year, DeepSeek actually released two models. Like in the early of this year, the V3 and R1. V3 was more like the fast model, and R1 more the smarter model. And we have here on the y-axis we have a proxy for intelligence, and on the x-axis we have kind of the token output, so proxy for speed. And our goal was to combine these traits, or see if we can do that, and without expensive post-training. So the results were that we could, by our assembly of expert strategy, create a faster and smarter model out of these two. Basically, we inherit the R1 routed experts and the rest from V3. And as you can see, according to our proxy for intelligence, we achieve R1 intelligence here, and we are also about 40% fewer output tokens, and no fine-tuning or distillation was needed. In a further iteration, DeepSeek released in May a more, like even smarter R1 model, and there we did a three-way merge and could kind of replicate this pattern and create a new model this way. which is also, again, then smarter as the original R1 with fewer output tokens, so faster, if you will. And now I'll show you, or explain shortly how we did it. Super simple idea in the end. What it's based on is that the DeepSeek models, they have all the same architecture. So basically in the V3 and R1, you have a corresponding weight for each of the models. So you could just go here and try to do a interpolation or a linear combination of the, we went then on tensor level, not on individual weight level. And you can kind of shift this, this interpolation factor. And yeah, this way we could actually construct within 30 minutes these models. Usage by the community. These models are open source on Hugging Face, and at our peak, we had about 9 billion tokens processed on Open Router, which is quite a lot. That was about 1 month ago. Because it was like a free model, they kind of reduced the hardware that was running on their side to host our models now, so you see a bit of the dip in the end. But what was pretty cool is at this high point, it was even within the top 20 models on Open Router, so kind of funny, like we're here on 19 amongst, I don't know, Claude, the Geminis, DeepSeeks, OpenAI, Mistral, and so on. So pretty cool for such a simple idea. And yeah, also the Hugging Face model has, in the last month, about more than 2K downloads, which is not that bad for a model as big as 685 billion parameters. Yeah, that's it. Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. I hope you enjoyed, we hope you enjoyed live debugging of solving problems. We're going to continue with the next talk, which is coming up in 3 minutes in Apollo. So please stick with us. Thanks.